you know what the most resilient object in the universe is? A 1,500-piece puzzle. If you haven't seen Inception, it's about a nice young Jewish man who likes to travel the world by any means of transportation available. But no matter how exotic the locale, no matter how entertaining his company, he just can't wait to get home and play with his dreidel. So this project is a series of gifts from my father, which started back in 2012. He gave me a puzzle for an independent film called Problem Solving the Republic, which became Layer 1 of the design. Layer 2 is me posing with that completed puzzle while on family vacation in Lutsen, Minnesota. Layer 3 is me posing with that completed puzzle in the Diviney house in the sunroom. Layer 4, I'm here in my studio in Sherman Oaks, California. In Layer 5, I'm back in the Diviney house in front of the Christmas tree. And in Layer 6, I'm in my father's studio. So here we are in 2021, and we're on Layer 7. I deemed the process Puzzle Inception because it's a puzzle within 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 a puzzle. And this damn thing gets more and more complicated as the years go on. But luckily I'm somewhat of an expert at puzzles. I'm Elliot Diviney. This is Puzzle Inception 2020. Wish me luck. Here goes nothing. So I was hoping this project would disappear into obscurity with a little grace and dignity, but unfortunately the fans are getting restless. There's only one fan, you fucking idiot. Excuse me, the fan is getting restless. So I learned from experience that sometimes when the puzzle design is too complicated and there are just too many elements to focus on, it's best to go back to the basics and rely on the fundamentals. But really, no matter what the puzzle, no matter what the design, the first step is always the same. You work on the edge. Things tend to get a little complicated when I enter the puzzle world, as now there are a bunch of different versions of Elliot running around this apartment. So it's important to anchor myself to the current reality. And just like Cobb in the movie, I like to use a totem, aka a personal object that only I know the unique properties and the weight and the shape and the size. But instead of a spinning top, I like to use a dreidel. So in the real world, this thing will topple over after a second or two, usually landing on shin or gimel. But in the puzzle world, this damn thing will just spin forever. Oy vey. Alright, what the hell? Why is this piece so much bigger than all the others? Ah, shit. Wrong puzzle. Oh, come on. It's like a perfect match. Oh, right. Is that the extent of your powers, little one? I'm about halfway done with the puzzle, but I'm missing a piece, a very specific piece, right in the middle of my forehead, without which I can't really go any further. So I've torn apart the whole apartment looking for it, but have been so far unsuccessful. Now, what does one do when they have a problem that needs to be solved? Ask Elliot Diviney.
Have you seen a puzzle piece around here?
No. It's alright, I'll just ask him again in 5 minutes.
If you want to sound like Leonardo DiCaprio, you have to wring out all of your consonants like they were dish rags.
So I still can't find the missing puzzle piece. I looked everywhere for it, and I am dead in the water without it. I even went so far as to retrace all my steps back to the beginning when I dumped out the puzzle onto the... Okay, that is it. The puzzle is complete. It took me a total of 23 hours and 23 minutes, but I am done. And now the final step in the process is to take the photograph for next year's puzzle. Unfortunately, I'm locked up here alone for quarantine, so I'm gonna have to take the damn thing myself. Luckily, I got a bunch of cool technology and gadgets here, so I'm going to be using my Dragon Frame remote to trigger the camera and take the picture. One thing I can do to make my life a little easier on the next round is to use a new element in the background, be it a new design or a new texture or a new color. So as you can see in the current puzzle, there's a lot of blue and red and yellow. So this year I'm going to scatter the background with my favorite color, green.
In the real world, the dreidel will topple over after a moment or two. But in the puzzle world, that damn thing will just spin forever.